I ain't be jamming.
Gerard, appreciate this one now. Let go. Yeah. Y'all know who it is. Do the blood.
I ain't worried about no heathen. We gon' bring this word out in and out of season. Scripture cut them up so bad, make them feel like it bleed. We the real Jews, when they hear that, they get defeated. Now they feeling uneasy. Pressure on them, I'm squeezing. Why you claim what you claim? They can't even give you a reason. Israel, we on the rise. No, we ain't going down easy. Shout out my brother Easy. I'm right here if you need. Let God be the truth and amen alive. If you don't keep these laws, you playing with your life. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Let God be the truth and amen alive. If you don't keep these laws, you playing with your life. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Hey look, stop it, why you lying? That don't line up. We gon' get them straight like a line up. When it come to God, I got time for it. You the devil, this your end, yeah, your time up. We got them in the corner, back against the rope. No, they don't want no problem, they don't want the smoke. Play around with my God, that's a slippery slope. Yeah, we gon' beat the odds, that's just something I know. Matthew 15 and verse 24. Yeah, you ain't of that blood, then you gotta go. No, the promise ain't for you, but it's for my folks. You ain't going through these curses, you ain't come on no boat. Let God be the truth and amen alive. If you don't keep these laws, you playing with your life. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Let God be the truth and amen alive. If you don't keep these laws, you playing with your life. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Hey, look, you play with one of us, you gotta touch us out. Yeah, we ain't playing with the most high, come, we gon' walk them down. Prophecy in full effect, best believe they gon' bow. I'm claiming it now, might as well gon' give me my crown. I know you see it in their faces, I know they hate this. See all this greatness, you can't erase it. Power with God, you better not play with it. I'm coming harder than ever, get out my way. Deuteronomy 28, I rest my case. Isaiah 14, what a scene, nah, I can't wait. You living in your heaven right now, why should I hate? Revelation 13 and 10, yeah, that's on your plate. Let God be the truth and amen alive. If you don't keep these laws, you playing with your life. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Let God be the truth and amen alive. If you don't keep these laws, you playing with your life. Cause Christ coming back with that fire. Cause Christ coming back with that fire.
They don't believe it when we say that we are God's chosen. They look down on the righteous, but we know that God noticed. The light of the world when everything is in darkness, but we can see the way. They're all gonna restore the kingdom back to Israel at any day. Just wait and see, you watch and pray. The Lord is coming back with angels, make a way. Fear in the hearts of the nations, they can escape. You were free for a while, but here come changes. 1 hour, that's all it's gonna take, that's all it's gonna take. It's 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. These gonna be devoured all in 1 hour. Judgment day is on the way, I hope you're ready. 1 hour, 1 hour. Redemption is coming, the water flooding the earth. Just take a look in the mirror, how you can see that we cursed. They keep us down at the bottom, and as a people we hurting. Just come back to the Lord, watch how we pull back the curtains. Yeah, we got power with God, yeah, we the greatest thing. Caught up in these lies, that's why our heritage was taken. Vengeance of the Lord, if you believe, that's where your faith is. In the end, I know all we can say is 1 hour. That's all it's gonna take, that's all it's gonna take. is 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. These gonna be devoured all in 1 hour. Judgment day is on the way. I hope you ready. 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour.
All praises to our Elohim. Our brother Yahweh. And notice how they've already started creating commotion, but yet we hate. Yes, we do. We hate the fact that the system won't let us speak for me and you by way of our Elohim, our brothers and sisters, our Mishpachah. So all they can do is try to confounding this with our live streams. But it's not going to change things. It's not this world that they have created. And now it is time for them to. That's why the great sanctification is upon Yashar'EL, as we shall be his people, and they shall be our Elohim. And they don't like that. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all see it every day in the world. These people create commotion amongst themselves. They want to tell us that now 14th Amendment voting rights means something to us. But that's the thing. That's what's up. The sanctification. See, the Father said that he's going to sanctify his people at the end. So it's not sanctifying, taking us away from the United States' sins, their original sin of what they did to us, our people, and such. Is not their time up? Have they not done enough? Has this system not been evil enough? So when people go, well, you guys just got hate in your heart. You got hate in your heart. Hate? What does hate have to do with justice for just us? That's why our Father said he's going to sanctify us. He said he's going to sanctify his people, Yashar'EL. I don't see anybody else out here talking about sanctification. I see people still trying to go on vacation, still trying to have some universalization, trying to get together, trying to lead, trying to flee, trying to be all they can be at a time when we're being sanctified. People go, well, you don't want to go do that. You don't want to come out. You don't want to go to the ball game. No, I don't. Oh, you don't want to see the movies? None of that stuff entertains me. I don't want your dainties. So now, as we are being sanctified, the whole world is upset at their own lie. And their lie is their lives, which has brought themselves to a situation that they are now in, and they're fuming at it because they know that it is the end. It is their time to die. And die doesn't mean physical all the time. Die does mean that something goes away. And what is going to be this day? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be us? Why? Why should we? We get to stay. We get to stay on our lands and be free. Free from what? Free from the heathens' madness, you see. So everybody is trying to figure out who we are, why we do this. We're not camps. We don't believe in anything the camps talk about. The camps are Edomites because they want us in trouble still today when we're being sanctified. Sanctification is the key to knowing at the end what signs are about the times of the commencing of our beginning. We don't want the same things anymore. We don't want the things that we used to want. We don't see the same things. We're not entertained. And people get upset because we're like, nah, we don't want to be bothered. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. I don't care about that. Well, that's a good thing. You see, that is a good thing. Come up out of her, my people, so you are not partakers of her plagues. That's a sanctification these days. While everybody else is wallowing in their own desire, trying to get out of the house in fear, thinking that something is clearly good when it's bad, when it's evil, when it's sad, they're mad. Why? Because we're being sanctified. That's a separation. That's a good thing. Oh, you niggas need to get out there and vote. Vote for what? What has the vote done for us? Oh, you guys, 14th Amendment was for black. For what? 14th Amendment to be in your system? To vote in your system? All these things, you see, is what they gave to us to put us in their system. That's why it's very, very interesting that here in the 250th year of their system that they call America or United States, all things is coming to an end. We're being sanctified and they're being lied to. And they're upset at us. At us? For what? Because we don't want the same things? People say that's hate. Hate. This is a righteous hate. I do not like the fact that people have lied, stolen, killed, destroyed my people, and gives no care about it. I get it that not everybody had a hand in it, but they were complicit, and still today. The complicity of the heathen is on front stage. And the heathen doesn't mean that they're whites. They are blacks too. They are African, they are European, they are Asian. This is for everybody. All these bywords that these creatures have created today is just to hide who they were yesterday, who they were in modern, coming out of the ancient times, who they were, who our enemies were. Philistine, Esau, Edomites, Canaanites, Cainites, Moab, Tyre. These are all the same people today, you see. This is why, to me, I'm like, yo, all praise to the Most High for him giving me the opportunity to be here alive, to be sanctified, to see the fall of not only my enemies, but my people, my ancestors, the prophets, Yahweh, the Most High's enemies. And people want to be upset? Upset at what? Have you not had your turn? Have you not separated from us? Everybody hates us, yet they want us close to them. They need us so bad that we don't need them, And it's to their chagrin. They're starving for our energy. They're starving for our attention. But yet, at the same time, we're being sanctified. We're being separated. But you're going to have your blassels, your vassals, your boulets, as such, out here all going to church, trying to act like Jebus of the whites is all that, and this is all you need today, no matter what, because he saves you. When in fact, I can just look at the history and see and say, well, when did he save my people? When has this theology, this theory of ideology saved my people? I was watching on Paramount Plus the other night, this little short documentary, about 15 minutes. And I was thinking about playing it tonight, but I ain't want no madness and no copyright strike. So I was watching it, and it was about the lynchings and the postcards, lynching postcards. And the things that these people were doing, like it was fun, like it was cool, while they were watching my people's bodies burn in the street, is deplorable. It is deplorable. It is disgusting. And yet, we're not supposed to hate that? We're supposed to love that? Where does it say we're supposed to love? Oh, you're supposed, Jebus of the white said you're supposed to love and forgive. Well, that's not what it says. And all the places that it says to forgive is talking about your brother. Your brother. And Edomites are not our brothers. Canaanites are not our brother. Canaanites are not our brothers. Heathens are not our brothers. So all his Spanishes and Latin O's are not our brothers. Asiatics are not our brothers. Why am I saying that? Because they have not shown to be our brothers. Actions speak louder than words. We're not here to banter to these fools anymore. We're not here to give them any type of ability to reign over us. Those days are over. And because we no longer care about what they're saying or what they're doing, nor giving them any oil, they say we hate. Their projection and their deflection and their accusations prove they're not our brothers nor sisters. Many of them out here just mad at the facts. Mad at the facts. Literally. And they want us to forgive them. That's silly. I don't hate them enough to go out and lynch them. I don't hate them enough to go create laws. I'm not hating them enough to create to take away their voting rights. I'm not hating them enough to make them 14 an amendment to make them a citizen. I don't hate them enough to be in the streets and blowing them up. I don't hate them enough to castrate them, to lie on them, to destroy them. No, my hate is a perfect hate, one of righteousness for righteousness' sake. So we're the America is the only nation that burned our people at the stake. Let that sink in. And somehow we're supposed to not give them any hate? Of course we hate what they've done. And these people don't say it was a long time ago either. That was only 70 years ago, 80 years ago. Our parents are that age. So this hate thing is righteous. And the Father hates what they've done to us. He hates what they did for his elect's sake. So that's why he's speeding up time. Here we are again right now in Wednesday. We were just here, seems like. I tell Brother Sly all the time, shoot, it's Monday. I'm like, Monday comes, it's already Tuesday. Tuesdays comes, it's already Wednesday. Because time is sped up for the elect's sake, not the heathen's sake, not the foreigners' sake, not the aliens' sake, not any of these other nations' sake, but for his elect's sake. They wonder why things are happening the way they are. Well, variance is upon the earth. That's another sign that we know that Yahweh is in the sky. And everybody upset at us. They want to be a nigger, all on the talk tick screaming nigger. Okay. That's why we hate. We hate you all today. But we're not doing anything. We're not acting on it. We just pray against you collectively, because that's the thing right now. We're not hating you individually. We're hating collectively your people's actions. And that also includes England's, Dutch, Germany, even though the Germans, Germany too, Belgium for sure, China, Hindustan, Turkey, Morocco, Libya, Nigeria, Argentina, Colombia, Ecuadoria. We hate you all, but we're not acting on it. We're waiting for your fall. We're waiting to see the fall of our enemies for our own salvation, because that's our sanctification. This is why the world is upset, because it's our turn. We got next. And everybody out here upset. Well, what about our pain? What about our suffering? Nobody cares? Nobody? If you care, step up, say something. Don't be complicit, because right now it's time for your end. The destruction has come in. And you guys don't understand. You guys think it's a joke. Y'all think that another president after Trump's going to bring you guys to the precipice of a new kingdom, a new empire? You don't see that you've had all you could have? You've done all you could do collectively too? That's why we watch the fall of our enemies, because we know through our Ruach what's in your heart. Because now you can't hide it. It's on your face. It's on your lips. It's on your tongue. That's why we know that we are his daughters and we are his sons. Because we're not the ones out here doing the evil that men do. Another fool and shot up his family, white man. Oh, some black dude was shooting in the street. Okay, whatever. He's black. He's a black. He's not Yashar'EL. And we can tell. We can see who's with us and who's not today. And that's why we have no fear, because our sanctification is near, if not here. When was the last time we were able to get on the airwaves and speak our mind? When was the last time that the oppressed could say something line upon line? Oh, you niggas ain't oppressed no more. You white people want to be victims? When have you been victims? You Africans want to be victims? You Asians want to be victims? You Hispanishes and Latinos want to be victims? When have you dealt with our sorrow? When have you recompensed me, O Tyree? When? Oh, well, no, the Most High has allowed us to do this thing that we do, to be here, to follow him through and MF through. This is not a game to us. We don't care about the camps and what they talk about. They don't even understand what justice is. They are unjust. because they're screaming about a trouble that was and is for those that want it, that desire it. It's nothing to do with us, because we seek our kingdom. We seek righteousness. We seek peace, shalom, shalom, mishpachah. We seek what's ours, our land, our heritage. And you can best believe today we're not giving that up for nobody. And we will take it back by the hand of the mighty Yahweh. And our dove, the beautiful dove, the comforter, will shroud us with wisdom. So we know when to come in and when to leave. And that's what's happening now today. You can rest assured that we're not doing anything that we're not supposed to do. And they put the camps out there first so that they could be the butt of jokes, so that they could be the ones, the low-hanging fruits, the low-end theory of our people, supposedly. Those camps don't mean nothing to us. They're not near us. They fear us. We are the mighty. Our spirits convict them, and our spirits prove all things to everyone. We can be just as nice as the next. We're not out here in vice like the heathens who set upon us daily. They got T-Rump out there trying to do too much. But that's his business. That's their business. They voted for this as such. This is their problem. This is a they problem. 250 years, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I want to just read this right quick, and then we're going to get into it. Because yes, I've read this before through Thomas of the Jefferson, but I've never read the whole thing to the Mishpachah. So this is him 250 years ago telling these people what's going to occur. This is true, that of the proprietors of slaves, a very small proportion indeed are even seen to labor. And can the liberties of a nation be thought secure when we have removed their only firm basis? A conviction in the minds of the people that these liberties are of the gift of their God, it says of God, that they are not to be violated, but with his wrath? Indeed, I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just, that his justice cannot sleep forever, that considering numbers, nature, and natural means only, a revolution of the wheel of fortune, an exchange of situation is among possible events, that it may become probable by supernatural interference. The Almighty has no attribute which can take side with us, he's talking about them, in such a contest. From the 17th century forward, in both Europe and America, philosophical thinkers increasingly drew ethical and moral implications from observations about the orderliness of nature and the apparent rationality of its creation. Jefferson participated fully in these developments, and his notes on the state of Virginia, written between 1781 and 1785, is a prime example of this way of thinking. Specifically, Jefferson commented on a wide variety of scientific, philosophical, and social subjects that included thoughts about right behavior, using his observations of his home state as the basis for many of his arguments. In the opening line, we find Jefferson disparaging the fact that the masters of slaves in Virginia were only very rarely to be seen laboring by the side of their slaves. To labor in the earth on one's own property was thought by Jefferson and many others of his day to be a powerful reinforcement of the faculty of personal self-government. By laboring in the earth, those who toiled on their own lands remained close to nature. Being close to nature, the yeoman farmer remained close to the created order which nature and nature's God had established. Without that vital link, however, not only is the salutary exercise in the critical faculty of self-government neglected, but men soon forget that their liberties are the gift of God. Turning thus away from God's lawful order by disdaining to work on their own plantations, Virginia slave owners, he feared, were tempting fate. It was only to be expected that eventually a revolution of the wheel of fortune would ensue to restore that which was just and natural. In the process, Jefferson believed the slave would one day seek not only freedom, but perhaps the subjugation of his subjugators. In such a contest, he warned, the Almighty has no attribute that can take side with us in such a contest. This thought remained constant in Jefferson's mind to the end of his days, even to this day, apparently. And this is what's going on. Yet they were told, their leadership was told. They knew that there was going to be a day of reckoning. Well, here it is. Here it is. And we're no slave. We are Yashar'EL. Full circle, we've come back to who we originally were. This land is our land. This land is not your land. This land is not made for you and me. This land is made for me. Hence why the land has been barren and desolate till this day. All over the place. Now that we've woken up, the land is woken up. Now that the land is woken up and we've woken up, our Elohim has woken up. Our power has woken up. And that power subsides for no one, especially the enemies of his people, ancient and new. So yes, fervently we hate, righteously. And that's okay, because we're not doing the things that they did to us this day. So at the end of all of this wheel of fortune that has come, we are here to tell the whole world, all those that are listening and all the ether, all those that are in the ether listening, that Yashar'EL is back, that we are now the head. We're no longer the tail. We're not going to be brought down low to y'all's hell, voting and caring about some 14th Amendment, caring about all of the madness that you all have brought forth. We don't care. We're going to watch you fall. I did a quick query into when did the Europeans show love ever? And the trusted Eurocentric AI said, well, it was complex. Europe was fighting and killing and warring. But in 1944, between 1944 and 1970 something, they were good with each other. What? They were still killing, stealing, and destroying. So we can't give love to people who never gave us love. We can't give forgiveness to people who've never given us forgiveness. We can only hate those who begat hate to us. But for the elect's sake, We don't have to act on it. We just have to watch the Most High work and rest and be at peace, that knowing the Most High is putting that wood to our enemies. And for that, I give all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, because that is what this is about. We're watching the fall of our enemies and we're shouting about it. And we're excited. Finally, we get justice. You think that Trump's going to give, you think Trump's going to do anything for them? No. You think he's going to do anything for us? No. He's the biggest grifter alive. He's going to take until he can't take no more. And that's his penance. That's what he's about to feel it. And that's not our business. We're here to watch the fall of our enemies, seeking out our own salvation. If you can't handle that, be on the other side. It doesn't matter. We don't care, because the facts are the facts. Nobody wants to deal with the perspective of the oppressed of Yashar'EL. They only want to deal with the perspective of the oppressor of the hell of the church. Who cares about what the church is talking about? The Most High didn't give them any knowledge. They didn't give them any wisdom. They would never receive. If it wasn't for us, they would never known about Jesus. None of these people would have had any heritage. That's the history. That's the mystery. They think that, we white and we've been around. No, you guys are last to the game. You guys are the last to the game. And nothing's been the same since. But that's why the Most High said he's coming to restore. He's coming to bring order. And he's coming to make sure that his people get what they deserve. The righteous reward, which is our kingdom. Because you've had yours. You've had yours. You don't get it again. Jesus ain't coming to save your ass. You've already been saved. Now you're going to have to pay $7 to $8 for gas to move that ass to get what you want when you can't get nothing else. And we ain't going to worry about it. We'll catch the bus, bikes. We'll sit back and pray and worship our Elohim with all our might and keep it pushing right to our kingdom. While 10,000 fall to the left, 10,000 to the right, we're still the light. We're moving on. We're the ones that are bright. And that's it. That's how this thing goes. This is the fight. This is the last fight of the heathen. The heathen can do nothing that the world thinks they're going to do. They're not going to blow shit up. They're not going to do anything. They got no power. They got no might. They're old as FU. They're degenerate too, recessive at that, and mad at the facts that they are losing and we're winning. All praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Baruch Hashem, Mishpachah, for your time. Brother Sly, Shalom.
Shalom, Mark. Shalom. Great soliloquy as usual.
All praise to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. And when you were speaking, something dawned on me. How can you be oppressed in a system that you created, fostered, and built up?
Yep. It's crazy.
See, now they want to be, exactly, it's madness. Now they want to be the afflicted when their blessing is gone.
Yep.
When gas prices are high, food is through the roof.
And it's affecting them.
Yeah, it's affecting them while we are at peace.
Ain't no trouble. Ain't no trouble when she's gone.
Yeah, yeah, there's no trouble. At least not for us.
Mm-mm.
There's no trouble for Yashar'EL or Yashar'EL. There's none for us. But we can see trouble on the heathen
Mm-hmm.
and those who wish trouble on themselves.
Yep. Sure can. Sure can.
So this is their end.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yep.
why we've had an sudden emergence of the Blassel,
Exactly.
the Paulite,
Mm-hmm.
the Constantine Christian. Meanwhile, all of their top theologians, crickets, quiet.
Talking about aliens.
Exactly. Things that don't matter.
Mm-mm.
The truth of the story is the restoration of the 12 tribes.
That's it. That's it. You know, it's all about the patriarchs. The patriarchs, the 12 patriarchs, not the church fathers who they injected themselves into our story, creating a narrative. Go ahead, Op.
And not just the 12 patriarchs, but the descendants of the 12 patriarchs.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yep. The
Like,
descendants. That's right.
they've taken the Hebraic history and they created a narrative to save themselves from judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And even as they're under judgment, they still refuse to mend their ways.
Hmm.
Like I
Yep.
always say, are we reading the same book? Ye
Yep.
worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship,
Mm-hmm.
for salvation is of the Jews.
Mm-hmm.
John 4:22.
Yep.
This is the same person who they claim that they believe in speaking, telling them, look, man, we know what we got going on over here. Thank you, because you know not what you worship. You have no understanding, but we do. It's
Yep.
of the Jews. But white Paul said
Mm-hmm. Yep.
they're stuck in this loop.
It is. It is the loop-de-loop for sure.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like a treadmill
Mm-hmm.
running at top speed that they cannot get off.
Mm-mm. Yep. Barreling. A treadmill. It's like the train. Like see, and this is the analogy I used the other day. The train. We got on the train at the station when we were told get on the train, get your bags, get prepared. The train's coming. We got to the station. That's us studying. The train came. That's the Most High. That's wisdom. We got on it, and we've been moving. And then the train was starting to take off, and these people were, many of them were scoffing. Don't worry about that train. There'll be another one. Well, this train's taking off, and now people are trying to run and catch it. Similarly to the days of Noah. Nobody cared when Noah was making the ark. Nobody cared. Matter of fact, they scoffed their mom. Then all of a sudden, rain came. Noah went in. He brought the animals. And everybody was like, I ain't going in there with them animals. To hell with that. All of a sudden, it started pouring. Water started coming up, coming down. Got to the ankles, got to the knees. And then all of a sudden, all Noah heard was this sound. Let me in. Let me in. I repent. Let me in. Well, it's too late. Just like now, the train, it's gone. It's moving. It's taking off. And people want to be upset at us because we're on the train. People want to be upset at Noah because he was in the ark. See, this is the madness that we talk about. Because it's not that you mad at us. You actually mad at our Elohim, which has been the same thing since Cain. All the way to this day. It's mad. He was mad because the Elohim favored Abel. And what did he do? He murdered him. Just like these people. They were mad at the fact that that Yahawashi favored us. What they do? They murdered him. They were mad at the prophets favored their people. What they do? They murdered them. These are murderers. This is not time for us to be like, well, you know what? You know what? I forgive you. You can't forgive them. You don't have the power to forgive an ancient sin. You don't. We don't. It's not for us to forgive. It's for us to move out the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on out.
Move out of the way. See, they want us to partake of their judgments.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they need us to vote. That's why they need us out in the streets.
That's right. Well,
it went from, where the black people at? We didn't step outside. Oh, now we have black fatigue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To now, right back to talking about, well, you know, we're just going to take you guys from, we're going to make you guys non-citizens, and we're going to make not allow you to vote. Okay. I haven't voted in years. What does it matter? What does it matter?
I mean, we are Zion.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need your your earthly identities.
Exactly.
We know who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't make us non-citizens on our own land. Come
on out. Yep. Yep. That's the Jedi mind trick. Oh, well, you're not you're not the people of the land. You're not the people of the, I guess we're not the people of the land. No, we are the people of the land. That Jedi mind trick no longer works. No longer.
It used to when we were asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But the Most High has removed the scales and he removed the veil.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can see everything that they're doing.
Yep.
Fool me once, fool me twice. You're not going to fool me 3 times. You're not going to fool the nation multiple times.
That's right.
And we can see what they're doing to get us to fall back into their Babylonian system.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been running games and running stops for the past 6 years, and nothing has worked.
Yep.
But yet we can see everything that they love, cherish, and covet being decimated.
Yep.
While we sit back, praise the Father, and laugh at their calamities,
mm-hmm.
the way they laughed at ours.
Yep. Yep.
Just wait, recompense, justice, fair play.
Mm-hmm. Fair play.
Exactly.
Yep.
So they had to create a religion that gave them a belief in escapism.
Yep.
There's no leper coming from the sky. You're not getting raptured.
Uh-uh.
And if they understood the word rapture, it comes from the word rapine.
Exactly.
Meaning to rape, pillage, and destroy. You've had your rapture. You got to rule over and afflict the saints.
Yep.
And since you forwarded the affliction, killed more than the amount you were allotted, that your church didn't tell you about that part of the book.
Uh-uh.
They didn't tell you about the ancient land covenants between Shem, Ham, and Japheth. That stealing someone else's land is a curse. But that's what they do. They forged fake deeds, fake leases, and they stole land.
Yep.
And then look around and say, well, it wasn't me, it was my ancestors. You still have the deed.
Mm-hmm.
which is an unrighteous decree, because the deed was written in blood and forgery.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, where's karma in the entire picture?
Yep.
Like, who doesn't believe in, regardless of what you call it, you reap what you sow?
Mm-hmm.
Do unto others. That is a universal
Bring it out.
rule,
Yep. There's your universality. Karma.
which means they were never part of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
They
That's
were
right.
always on the outskirts,
Yep.
not man, but mankind, a
Kind.
kind of man.
Mm-hmm.
They sort of, they kind of resemble us, but they move differently. They,
Mm-hmm.
they, they, it's something, they're different. They're not like us.
Yep. Yep.
So justice, it has to be measured out on the scales of righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
you can't keep walking in an unjust weight.
Nope.
The Most High will eventually even out the scales. And that's what he's doing right now as we speak.
And that's what Thomas, their boy Jefferson, told them would happen.
Oh, TJ.
TJ let them know. He told them, hey, man, don't do this thing. They were like, scoff, mock, Thomas. When will this happen? Oh, it's going to be a long time. Then don't worry about it. It won't happen in our lifetime. You've heard this before. Oh, don't worry about Jesus or Terry. He won't come in our lifetime. Well, guess what? He's come to you today. Now it's all coming here to stay. And we of Yashar'EL are not going away. And we are willing to fight against the fray of the camps, of the church, Mormon too, of the his Spanishes, Latinos, Africans, Europeans, Asians, and Canaanites. We're not here. We're not weak. We're not meek. We're not soft. We're not effeminate. We're strong. Yashar'EL men and women. And we ready. We ready for that. Go ahead, Og. My bad. I didn't mean to jump in.
You're good, my brother. And that's another thing. They have no strong masculine men to counter anything that we're saying.
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. And that's the sanctification. The sanctification is the boldness. Remember, people don't understand. January 10th, 2026, we were praying diligently to be the head and the other nations to be the tail. And we've continued that study, that prayer, that beseeching, all the way to today. And now, what are we in? May, a couple months away from their 250th? Do they look like they in rejoice? No, they are in dismay. They are already in dismay. So you already know by the time July comes, it's going to be a day. It's going to be a terrible, terrible day. It is not going to be anything where they're going to be out there running and enjoying and picnicking and barbecuing. And that's what that documentary was saying. So when you going to the barbecue? No, I'm not going to y'all's. I'm not going to nobody's barbecue. Matter of fact, I don't even eat barbecue. Because that's code for burning our people. I don't go to a picnic. Code for hanging our people. So all these things that these people have done for fun, mind you, we hate. We hate fervently. And nobody's going to say, oh, well, you guys are being mean. Mean? 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 Nah, mean? You ain't seen mean. You don't recollect mean. You don't understand what mean means. You won't even deal with your history, your meanness of history. But yet you going to call me mean? No, I don't even accept that. This is what the world is seeing today is the pent up trauma coming out on full display. And I tell you, there's nothing they could do. There is no way when someone whose back is up against the wall, who is done, who's ready to forget it all, to lose it all, that's when it comes out. And that's not a mental illness. That's how mental illness gets out. And now we are done. We've gone through this mental illness that we were in, and now it's on them. And they can't handle it very well. They do not handle mental illness very well. They kill up, they shoot up the place. That is what a lynch mob was all about. And Sly, you and I talked about this, was it today or yesterday? How all they did was they lose their sanity, be in mental illness, and they go and they just find one of our people, one of our brothers to go and lynch. Or some whore, some white whore was whoring around, got beat up by some white dude, and they didn't want no trouble upon them. They go and they blame another brother. And then they lynch him. So you don't think justice is coming for them? Justice is coming for the whole world. And it's not going to be nice. Because justice doesn't play nice. It plays fair. It plays fair. All praise to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. But not just fair, but righteously.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This place has never been a righteous nation.
Mm-mm.
But yet you'll see people say, the heathen, oh, we need to go back to when we had prayer in schools and when we went to church. You were still afflicting the Most High's people.
Mm-hmm.
It's that religious, just witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I can really describe it, and I'll repeat it again, is escapism.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a warped sense of I can do whatever I want and not have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have grace. There's no laws. It was done away with. Like some laws are universal. You should know not to murder.
Right.
That's a given.
Right.
You should know not to commit adultery. These certain things that you shouldn't lay with your neighbor's spouse. That is inerrant. Some things are just known.
Mm-hmm.
But what they fail to realize about the laws that the Most High gave us, it was deeper than it just being 613, allegedly. It was a solemn covenant, a promise.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you interfering in a promise that wasn't given to you?
Right.
Because the heathen told you so.
Yeah.
No one wants to deal with the totality of the situation. The Bible, written from a Hebraic perspective, in relation to history.
Mm-hmm.
That is how you obtain wisdom.
Yep.
Not taking one scripture out of the New Testament and giving a nasty eisegesis, walking through your neighborhood with a phone in your face, going to one verse and giving a whole synopsis. That's terrible.
Terrible.
And
Mm-hmm.
then when someone does a retort and prove you wrong, you don't respond. So why speak in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're there to lead people astray.
Yep. Exactly.
See, but they know that the foolish and those who are still asleep will fall for that nonsense, thus proving that they are not us, because the Most High put spirits over them to lead them astray.
Yep.
Only the Most High can wake these people up out of their stupor if He sees fit.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, we study to show ourselves approved, and we continue our best to march towards the kingdom.
That's right.
You let these people get destroyed. There's no Christian character that's going to save them. Nothing. These people are locked into their madness.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they can never say anything new. It's the same thing. It's a repetitive conundrum while we grow in the spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
And that's go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was about to say that we, through the spirit, of course, they're speaking about things that we've proven wrong and
Mm-hmm.
gave the correct understanding like 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what were you about to say, Akman?
I was going to say, and that's why we're being sanctified today. I mean, we have to be sanctified from the wicked. Like this is the righteous versus the wicked. The Father takes the righteous from the wicked before He judges the wicked. This is what this has all been about, the sanctification. But we had to get to that place. We had to get to this space where we were no longer willing to deal with the heathen. And it only is a remnant. It only is a remnant. He don't need the whole world. He don't care about the whole world. The whole world never cared about him. Hence, look at where it's in. Look at the plight that it's in. So it's only a remnant.
Mm-hmm.
Always has been.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 36.
Come on.
He have found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob his servant,
Mm-hmm.
and to Yashar'EL his beloved. Once again, it's personalized. His servant, his beloved. Given unto Jacob, not the church.
Yep.
So according to scripture, they really can't tell us anything.
Uh-uh.
If it came out of Christianity, throw it away, because
Yep.
it did not come the way of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It
Came
came
by way of theft. Go ahead.
Exactly. Now you get death and a foul spirit.
Yep. That's right. Khan.
Someone with a calcified pineal gland cannot teach me about spiritual matters.
Mm-mm.
You're not even in tune with the heavenlies. When your history proves that you move as if you were birthed in a demonic realm. And these are the things that we know about regarding their history. I can't even imagine what the Most High hid from us just to spare us from their evil deeds.
Mm-hmm. Yep. because they're wicked. Because the wicked know no shame, or the wicked have known no shame until now. Now that emperor that ran around, now these people who are likened to the emperor who ran around with no clothes on, thinking that it was cute, thinking it was cool. Now there's shame in their game because we don't care. We're not entangled. And that was the whole thing. We talked about that, I don't know, a couple months ago, the disentangling from the heathen. So everything that we're talking about is just we've been building, every one of us. And this is the key. We are brick by brick. We build our kingdom. And brick by brick, they destroy their kingdom. This is the duality of a thing, of the matter of fact. That's why everybody out here is whack, because they think in terms of the oppressor, as if the Most High is unjust, as if he's not sanctifying us. Our whole mentality has changed. We're the fourth generation. That's what they don't understand either. They don't recognize the fourth generation because they're blind. Prophecy. And the fourth generation means a lot about prophecy, and it speaks a lot towards prophecy. And that's what they're upset about, because we're telling them who we are, and they're steadily trying to tell us who we are not. And we're like, well, just because you say who we are not doesn't mean anything. And it doesn't have any power anymore. It's like we saw the white dude, the Eastern European white dude that's talking on Takatik about how they are Jacob. Again, now this dude came a year or so ago, a little over a year ago, right before we went back and forth with dirty fingernails. So here's the loop. He comes. Well, first, the pretendians came, and they're still here, but they're in shame because we ain't even got to mess with them. We're letting the FBAs take care of them. This is how the Father's sanctifying us. Exactly. The FBA, so-called our remnant is taking care of them. Then we got the so-called whites wanting to be us. We take care of them. And the Father's taking care of them, quiet in their lip. Then you get the Africans. Then you get the Hispanishes, the Latinos, because before the Hispanishes and Latinos didn't want to be Mayan or Aztec. Now they do. A loop. But they think that they getting an alley-oop when they in the loop-de-loop. They're about to be sick. They're about to throw up because their bellies, their bodies can't handle this as much as ours can, because we've gone through this. We're the only people on the face of the earth that has strength amongst this. And they think that, oh, well, it's like our bodies are different. That's what this whole thing's been about. We are a different people. Our bodies are different. But they were like, oh, you need to go to this doctor, and this doctor needs to give you this prescription. This prescription is good for you, because everybody, it's good for us, it's good for you. No. Now we're being healed. We're eating dandelion root. We're eating the roots. We're eating the flower. We're getting back in this late hour to who we are, who we were, who we shall be again. And people can be upset. It does, like, it's so funny to listen to these people get upset at us for winning. And it's funny because it's like, well, damn, when you were winning, did we treat you like this? No, we just put our head down, hope for the best, try to get a job, tried not to make a mess, tried to just be as best as we could in a system of unjust weights. And now all of a sudden we learn who we are, and now you all want to call that fake? You all want to be upset? Well, you know what? Now you're going to be in the Most High's wake as we are risen to be who we are supposed to be. You are lowered to be who you were always to be. And the stranger, I don't care about a stranger. Sly and I had this conversation. If the stranger wants to cleave, they need to get on the train. They need to run, swim, jump, get on the train. I'm not calling the engineer and saying, hey, stop, let these strangers on. No. You should have had a ticket already. You should have been prepared already. And if you were and you are and you're on the train, all praise to the Most High. If you're not, that's not my problem. So strangers, again, that's the Most High. The Most High the Most High will know who's a stranger, who he wants in his kingdom. Me, I got to get to the kingdom. By hook or crook, I'm not letting no fool I'm not going to foolishly nor let a fool deter me from my reward. And these people out here can be upset if they want to. I'm being sanctified, and that's what we're talking about. Hold on a sec. Let me read this real quick. What I get, because this always gets me. Where we at? Jubilees 15:27. For all the angels of the presence and all the angels of sanctification have been so created from the day of their creation, and before the angels of the presence and the angels of sanctification, I'm gonna read that again, and before the angels of the presence and the angels of sanctification, he had sanctified Yashar'EL, that they should be with him and with his holy angels. And do thou command the children of Yashar'EL, and let them observe the sign of this covenant for their generations as an eternal ordinance, and they will not be rooted out of the land. For the command is ordained for a covenant, that they should observe it forever among all the children of Yashar'EL. For Ishmael and his sons and his brothers and Esau, the Most High did not cause to approach him, and he chose them not because they are the children of Abraham, no, because he knew them, but he chose Yashar'EL to be his people, and he sanctified it and gathered it from amongst all the children of men. For there are many nations and many, many peoples, and all are his. And over all hath he placed spirits in authority to what? Lead them astray from him. But over Yashar'EL, he did not appoint any angel or spirit, for he alone is their ruler. And he will preserve them and require them at the hand of his angels and his spirits, and at the hand of all his powers, in order that he may preserve them and bless them, and that they may be his and he may be theirs from henceforth forever. Forever. This is why they upset, because they don't get the forever. They only get a time. And they're being led astray. That's what these vassals today be coming out. These vassals today, oh, we this, we that. That's to lead us astray. Because hell, they already been they've already been led astray. There's nothing they can say or do to us today. They've already had their turn. That's why this is so ridiculous at this stage, that you would think that these fools would say, hey, we've done a lot to you all, and we, one, apologize. Please forgive us. Please go on our behalf to your Elohim and ask them for forgiveness for us. Please take back your land, your dainties, your resources. Please, because we already know our turn is up by the signs of the sky, by the signs of the time. But do they do this thing? No, they do not. Why? Because they are not understanding the precepts of line upon line, here a little and there a little. They believe in Jebus. They have bet their house, they bet their lives, they bet their souls upon Jebus. And they're willing to lead us astray with them. Madness. Madness that will not occur on our watch as the watchman. Go ahead, Odd.
My brother, you made a valid point about how they bet their house and their personal belongings. That was their false rapture last year.
Mm-hmm.
Sold their houses, their cars, gave up their bank accounts, quit their jobs, gave away their pets. And when Jeepers of the Whites was a no-show, they wanted a backseat. No, it doesn't work that way.
Hey, can I get another try?
Oh yeah, we got the date wrong.
Mm-hmm. He's still coming.
He's still coming. And they did that while their nation is falling in a terrible economy.
Mm-hmm.
They walk in the shoes of mental illness.
They do. And you're right, Romy. They got another one coming.
Yep, another one coming.
It's like Queen, another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone, and another one bites the dust. Yeah. So, yeah, man, this is why we are out here every week, not by our own volition, but by the permission of the Most High to give us energy, the Mishpachah energy, to incite righteousness, to incite the wicked, to put everybody on notice that Yashar'EL is back. Like, it's not hard at all. And we ain't going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. I'm willing to bet the house that I own that won't no nuclear disaster occur here, and that everything over here will be clear, and we, me, you, us, the Mishpachah won't have any fear. Because he said that. He said that. Like they go, oh, this is the inherent word of God. Well, okay, well, let's look at this again then. Let's visit prophecy then. If that's the case, if you're trying to tell me that this is that your romanticized biblical Bible is the inerrant word of God, then let's talk about prophecy in it. Oh no, we ain't talking about no prophecy. Well, let's talk about the history. Oh no. Well, what do you want to talk about? Jebus, Paul, nor Jew nor Greek. Wait, that's not what we want to talk about. We want to talk about prophecy because we keep seeing these signs of the time. And that's these signs of the times is saying a lot of things to us internally and externally, spiritually and physically. And they don't say much good is coming for you all. For the nations, that's how I say that. Because you all, people be like, oh, you talking about the white people. I'm talking about all of you. I'm not just talking about these people who claim to be white. I'm talking about everybody outside of Yashar'EL. Period.
Psalms 83. No one gets a pass. And that's the entire thing. They had to create that doctrine of Christian insanity to give them a way out, an easy way out.
Psalms 83.
Exactly. We did not get an easy way out. And the Most High loved us. We're his children. He calls you spittle. So you think that he's going to give you an easy way out?
Mm-hmm.
That he put
Can you hear me out?
Yeah, I can hear you going in and out. You good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they doing it already, bro? Yeah, but we'll continue to speak. If he cuts out, he knows how to get back in on a backup. So yeah, they had an easy way out. Yeah, with their false religion. This is why no one wants to deal with the entire story. Well, what about this? And what about that? They only want to deal with their heathen narrative. Because wherever they go in the story, it does not benefit them. It was never for them. It was only about a certain group of people.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you had to come in on the flip side.
Yeah. Yeah. They and now once it comes, I'm just getting off of the I'm just gonna go use my phone going forward tonight because I already see these fools is up to no good. It's gonna be a little difficult for me to I can do that. Okay. What is this? It's interesting. The phone is a little bit different, but yeah, this is what they do. I mean, they already knew, just so the Mishpah know. As praying before, Spirit said they're gonna mess with the live. And before we even began, that's why we started late because I couldn't get on. I was on and then they just wouldn't let me back on. So finally I go through my phone and then finally they let me in and we started. And now they're doing it again. And so this time I just had to get on my phone and do it. Can you hear me? My
Yeah,
vocals good?
I mean, you're not as clear as your PC, but you're still the audio is still good.
Okay. Okay. So I didn't hear what you were saying before.
Kind of lost my train of thought, bro.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Baruch Hashem, brother.
It's not your fault. I mean, 'cause we know how these devils are. Because he told you through the Spirit that they would try to sabotage the lesson, but they can't sabotage their destruction.
No. But it's crazy, and it's just like. But this is what they do, and this is okay because they can't vex us. But that's why we're being sanctified. See, they trying to separate us. They trying to separate us. You know, they do it to Judah with his music. You know, it's funny. The people who are being targeted are speaking, but there's other people out here that they just talk and talk and talk. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, just let them talk because they don't have wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, they do not have wisdom. They speak fallacies. So of course they want you to lead people astray. So they'll give them a platform unabated.
Yep.
But those who have the Ruach HaKodesh, oh no, they like to sabotage what they say.
Yep. It's just what they do. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get back on my laptop. Hold on.
I got you. Yeah, that's what they do. Sabotage. That is a sign of desperation, showing that they know that they're at the end. Exactly. The Holy Spirit cannot be restrained. She can't. You back
All right.
up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, crystal clear. That's better. At least on my end, because you know I wear headphones. So
Yeah. Yeah, but so where were we? We're right where we're supposed to be. We right back, just like that. The great sanctification is upon Yashar'EL. We shall be his people, and they shall be our Elohim. And people can be mad if they want. They can try to break us up. It's just not going to work. It's not going to stop. So now that I'm back, let me read this real quick. Let me see.
and you know I have a precept already for you, bro.
I know you do. But I wanted to see if you'd read Psalm 139.
Did we bring that out? Did we pull that up already?
I think I had it up, but I wanted to see if you'd read it
Okay, let me
because I don't want to messing with it.
All right, where are we going to in Psalms 139? The whole thing or just the precepts, line upon line?
Yeah, the whole thing, huh?
Oh, no problem, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Psalms chapter 139. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. O Yahweh, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Most High, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall be thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. I love 14. I used to sing that in the tabernacle as a child. I need to read that one over. When I was a child, it just brings back memories. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yeah.
Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O Most High! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I am awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O Most High, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Most High, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. Boom. Boom. Like this is what we talking about. These people think that they just are hating on us. They're hating on our power. This is what they've never seen before. They've sat back and subdued us, quelched our flame, our manure. They've created a nine candle manure, faking the funk. But now we are relit with our 7, our perfection, because we don't like the enemies of our power. We don't like the wicked. We tire of the wicked. And so why should we continue down the same road with these heathens? We shan't. Because these people are done. We can see they're heading for a dead end. So this is why we hate them. Not because of who they are per se, but because of what they've done and how much they've hated us and hated our Elohim. So yeah, perfect hatred. You can't get no better than that. All praises to the Most High. Psalm 139. Yeah. Yeah, let that sink in. Let that spirit fill the air. Psalm 139. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, Sly, what's your precept that you wanted to bring forward?
And this goes exactly into what you were saying previously. Ezekiel 37:28.
Hmm?
And the heathen shall know that I am the Most High, that I, the Most High, do sanctify Yashar'EL, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. See, the heathen, they still haven't seen it yet.
Mm-mm.
You know, the Most High, he's starting to usher in that judgment. It just started,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still in denial. But eventually, the heathen, they shall know the Elohim
Yep.
when he sanctify
Mm-hmm.
his nation.
That's right.
Sanctify,
Yep.
sanctuary, a solemn assembly. There's
Mhm.
no spiritual Israel.
None.
There's no Constantine Christian church.
Church.
You know what? They need to keep searching because they can't.
I do. That was not a faux pas. That was for real right there. That's right.
Exactly. That's what they do. They don't have a church. They have a Christian search.
Yep.
Because these are the ones groping around at noonday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wrestling with the scriptures.
Yep. Wrestling.
Exactly.
My granny say wrestling with the scriptures. Just wrestling.
Yeah. My grandma would say the same thing. W-R-A.
Hey. Wrestling. That's right. Straight rascaling with them. All right, well, that was good. I'm gonna do Ezekiel 28, 25 through 26. Thus saith Yahweh, when I shall have gathered the house of Yashar'EL from the people among whom they are scattered, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen, then shall they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant Jacob, and they shall dwell safely therein, and shall build houses and plant vineyards. Yea, they shall dwell with confidence when I have executed judgments upon all those that despise them round about them. And they shall know that I am their Elohim. All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. And that's what they don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
They have to admit who we are.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is the missing piece of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Not calling on their fake idol.
Yep.
You have to admit that you took down the saints. Even though it was the Most High's will, you have to admit it and repent for it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part that the abominable church did not tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the old saying? Misery loves company.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'm going down, I'm going to take down as many with me.
Mm-hmm.
We keep telling these heathens that they've been deceived by the Church of Hasatan, but they refuse to hearken.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, that's not our concern.
Nope.
The only thing we can do is continue to do the will of the Father. And if they don't listen, they don't hearken, there's no middle ground. They get destroyed.
Yep. Simple as that.
It's simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like every other nation that held the Most High's people in derision.
Yep.
None of them escaped. And that is the amazing part.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you claim you believe in the book, but yet when you read it from Malachi prior, every nation was destroyed that had the Most High's people in subjugation.
That's right.
But then all of a sudden, when this so-called New Testament comes about, that just goes out of the window.
Yep. Yep.
You murder Yahweh, murder his people, and the Most High is supposed to turn a blind eye to that. He didn't turn a blind eye to it in the past.
Nope.
And the Most High, he changes not.
Nope.
More proof that they are idolaters. They have made a god of their own choosing, one
Yep.
of wood and stone. And the Father told us to not follow the way of the heathen. That's what got us in this mess.
Yep.
Following false gods
Mm-hmm.
and false doctrines, philosophies, and religions.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the thing with their New Testament, their faux New Testament or pseudo New Testament, people will say, "Well, nothing's happened. Nothing's happened since then." Well, it's because the two kingdoms were split, and it took them time, these heathens time, to find the 10. And when they found the 10, they combined the two, and we went in captivity for 400 years. And now we're done with that. We did that as a collective. And now we're done. And now look at the whole world, the conundrum that is upon them. And they want us to think for a minute, oh, well, that doesn't mean anything. And you blacks are African. And this is what well, I don't see nothing going on in Africa. I don't see nothing going on in Europe. I don't see nothing going on in Asia to the degree that it is going on in northern Turtle Island. I don't see the wisdom that's going on in Central America or South America that is going on to the same degree that is going on in North Turtle Island. So miss me with all of the other madness of, oh, well, we this, we that. No. All things are occurring here on our Elohim's lands. This is not happening anywhere else. So anybody, oh, well, it's going to happen over there in Israel. You mean Philistine? Israel, you mean Palestine? Israel, you mean the Middle East? It's going to happen over in Negro land. You mean Africa? What is it? A Caliban? That's what you're trying to tell me? Why aren't they woke up? All I'm hearing out of Africa today, and this is for reals, they try and get their people back. As we're telling them to go back, they're trying to tell them to come back. So I don't see any righteousness happening. I don't see the children I don't see nobody standing in boldness like we here on our land. But again, I'm not the guy that says, hey, you can't make a stand and go over to Africa. I say, please go. Get the hell up off my lands. Go back to European and Asian too, while you at it. I mean, shoot, I ain't tripping and I ain't mad at you.
Exactly. Honestly, the quicker they leave, that's more room for the diaspora to return home.
Exactly.
Get your behinds off our land.
Get off the land.
Because
when you leave, our people get to come back. That's why it's important for the diaspora that's in these other lands to stand in boldness where they are so that they can be found worthy to be found a way back to their lands. This is what it's all about.
Exactly. The diaspora in Australia, the diaspora in Hindustan, the diaspora in China, the diaspora in Vietnam, the Philippines. Oh, we haven't forgot about you.
No.
We have those books. Yeah, we are aware, and a lot of them listen and they're quiet.
Yeah.
But they are the Most High did awaken them. So they know who they are.
Yeah.
The diaspora in Africa.
Yep. Yeah. And in Europe.
Yep. Exactly.
And see, Europe is Eurasia. It's not one. It's not its own separate continent. It's so ridiculous. Exactly. That's the joke of the whole thing. It's really only Eurasia and Africa that's over there, and then you got the rest of them just, divided up. But all of the people in the three parts can come back when the Father says so. The diaspora, I should say. Everybody else has to make their way over there, back to where they came from. That's prophecy. Now, if you're a stranger, if the Father finds you worthy and finds favor for you to be a stranger, to be able to cleave to his people in his land, so be it. Give all praise to the Most High. Because if you're not found with favor at this time, in this day and age, look, do or die. That's your problem. Because we're not going anywhere. And that's the thing, like everybody want to get us off our land. Just like everybody want us to vote. Just like everybody want us to get in the street. Do you not see the tactic in this? They need us. They need us to do something. When our Father said to rest. Get what is that? Jeremiah 30. What is that?
Let me pull it up.
And read from Jacob's trouble to where he says he's given us rest. Read the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because these people, especially these dumb camps, because they're not smart, they're not intelligent. And people, oh, that's not right. No, they're just not. They're not. They're not they're not. See, why are you getting that? See, what people have to realize is that the world has never seen our intelligence. They misused it. They've stolen it, but they've never seen our intelligence. All they've seen is our low-end theory of people. And even the ones that were intelligent, that were bringing forth wisdom, they murdered. So these camps and all these other people out here who cleave to this stupid 12 tribes chart, they're not intelligent because nobody's supposed to know who you are yet. So People want to be us so bad, so stinking bad, that they're not intelligent, because intelligence breeds wisdom.
Mhm.
You can't sit here and be like, Jacob, you're going into trouble. Well, continue to read, ninja. Keep reading. Don't stop there. Continue to read. And everybody out there caping. That's right. That's right. What are you all thinking? Oh, I see. You're not intelligent. I wonder how much schooling you got. And I'm not even degenerating you. You've degenerated yourself. I'm just speaking on what you do, what you say, and your lack of intelligence. Because reading is fundamental. I say it to you, camps, and I say it to the church, to Christians. Reading is fundamental. If you're not willing to read and read and read, then you are what? A dummy. Why? Because you are in the world of a great stupor. You are being sucked up in the great stupor, which is the last sign of the times, going into the 12th woe. And I know you guys don't understand any of that, because why? You don't read. Now, go ahead, Op.
Because they are not allowed to read.
Come on, bring it out. They are not allowed to read.
Stop sitting in the lap of the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't tell me, oh, the white man's the devil, but yet, oh, I only read what the white man says is canonical. That makes you double-minded.
Mm-hmm.
You're not being led by the Spirit. You're being led by the doctrines of men.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jasher, Jubilees, and Enoch, the prophets didn't write those. All right, we can take those off the table and still prove everything that we have to say with the apocalypse of Elijah, the Testament of the 12, the Book of Mormon,
TSP,
the TSP, all of the history books.
History. Yeah.
Looking for a woe that happened prior to the prophet Ezra. And that's in the same apocrypha that you claim to believe in.
Yep.
No reading comprehension. But let's go back to Jeremiah 30, like you stated.
Go ahead.
Before we go on a tangent.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 30. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Most High, saying, Thus speaketh the Most High, the power of Yashar'EL, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For, lo, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, saith the Most High, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words of the Most High. These are the words that the Most High spake concerning Yashar'EL and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Most High, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with trial. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Most High of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Most High their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Most High, neither be dismayed, O Yashar'EL, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Now, this is something that I need to bring out that sometimes people don't grasp.
Mm-hmm.
You have to read in context. Sometimes when you see the word Israel, it's not referring to the whole house.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's referring to the northern kingdom.
Yep.
Sometimes it's referring to the southern kingdom. And this is what people always tend to forget. Sometimes it's only referring to the diaspora.
That's right.
I will gather Israel from the isles. Those that are dispersed in the islands
Mm-hmm.
will be gathered back to the fourth part, even though it might say Israel. And it's the same with Ephraim. Sometimes when you see Ephraim, it means just the tribe of Ephraim.
Yep.
Sometimes when you see Ephraim, it just means the northern kingdom. It's all about context.
Right.
But let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
Let's read that again. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Most High, neither be dismayed, O Yashar'EL, for lo, I will save them from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Most High, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith the Most High, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines, and thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
What?
And every one of them shall go into captivity. But Paul said, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee I will give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Most High. Now, this is the Most High speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Not Sly and Moriel, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Most High, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus saith the Most High, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. And I will punish all that oppress them. And their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed from the midst of them, and I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, saith the Most High? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your Elohim.
Boom.
Ye shall be my people, and I will be your Elohim. I need to look a bit closer, see if it says spiritual people or Israel. I need to wipe off my screen and look a little bit closer. I don't see anything that says spiritual Israel. And ye shall be my people, and I will be your Elohim. Behold, the whirlwind of the Most High goeth forth with a fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of the Most High shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. All praises to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. Huh? Beautiful. Baruch Hashem. Yes. Yes. Let me go back and find out again where to go. And
this is why
Baruch Hashem, Jesse of Yashar'EL. Baruch Hashem for that. That was spot on. That was on point. That was on point. Here we go. I'm gonna keep that up. Yeah, that's what we saying. It's like all of a sudden, Jacob's trouble. Jacob's what? Jacob's what? That's why people are foolish. That's why they have no wisdom. That's why they can't gain insight, because they're listening to these campsite people who are sitting around a fire, incantating nonsense. Why? Because they're Edomites. They're Edomites. It's the only thing that makes sense at this particular time. They don't want, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your Elohim. They don't want him to be your Elohim. They don't want him to be my Elohim. They don't want us to be his people, because they're saying Jacob's trouble, Jacob's trouble. But the sanctification is here. We're being separated. It's extremely clear what's going on today. His people hear his voice. That's why we have stood down. We have become stronger, emboldened with wisdom, our mother, and the light that our brother brought to us. While the whole world is out here screaming, we shall over. You ain't overcoming nothing without us. And if we don't gain justice, you ain't getting nothing. And we don't want justice for you all. We want it just for us. That's the only thing that's fair today. That's the only thing that makes sense to us today. We've given all we could give. We've done all we could do. We've given blood, sweat, and tears too. And you all want us to give more? I can't give no more. I need rest. And so does my people. And this is what it's come to. We having to stand boldly and say, F you, we're done. Let judgment fall upon you and your sons and daughters. Just like you said to Yahushua, let his blood be upon our heads and our children. So be it. Now it's time for that to come to fruition. And we're not even studying y'all. We don't care. We Again, the joy that brings to our hearts is our salvation. And our salvation, from our understanding, from our perspective, is to see the fall of our enemies. And if you've been an enemy, if your father, your mother, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your granny, your cousin, your uncle, your brother, your sister has been an enemy to us, we pray thee that you fall and become dust. Because this is not about you, it is about us being at rest, enjoying our time, getting our tents clear, because Japheth's been all up in there. His dank, dirty ass. Ham too. Canaan and Cain. Philistine, Tyre. Everyone has been all upon us.
And hold up. And let's not forget those sellout Shemites.
And the sellout Shemites who have been dwelling in our tents too. Indeed. They don't get a pass. No siree. They don't get no pass. Ain't no passes given. Ain't no passes given because we are now his people. That's beautiful. I don't know what people are upset about. Don't you want to be his people? We were never Jebus of the whites people. We couldn't do nothing right. We couldn't gain no light. We couldn't do nothing. We didn't have no might. There was no peace in us. But now, because we got our Elohim back, our father, our mother, our brother, our Elohim, the triune of Yashar'EL, Putin Fox, we rolling. Picture us rolling to our kingdom. And everybody's still trying to be mean-spirited to us? Come on. This is about justice. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow. I know that's a horse pill. That's a massive pill to swallow, but better you than me. Better you than me.
Yeah, one of them pills you can't even cut in half.
You can't cut in half. You know, you gotta just swallow it. Yeah. And let it digest and bulge in your belly.
Cup of dregs.
Dregs, brethren. Yes. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. The cup of dregs is upon them. They drinking right now, and it don't taste well. We've done it. We've already been there, and we've done that, and we're not doing that again. Mm-hmm. So, all right, I want to read 2 Baruch 82. And this is to the Mishpachah. Chapter 82, 2 Baruch. Therefore, my brethren, I have written to you that you may comfort yourselves regarding the multitude of your tribulations. For know you that our Maker will assuredly avenge us on all our enemies, according to all that they have done to us. Also, that the consummation which the Most High will make is very nigh, and his mercy that is coming, and the consummation of his judgment is by no means far off. For lo, we see now the multitude of the prosperity of the Gentiles, though they act impiously, but they shall be like a vapor. And we behold the multitude of their power, though they do wickedly, but they shall be made like unto a drop. And we see the firmness of their might, though they resist the mighty one every hour, but they shall be accounted as spittle. And we consider the glory of their greatness, though they do not keep the statutes of the Most High, but as smoke shall they pass away. And we meditate on the beauty of their gracefulness, though they have to do with pollutions. But a grass that withers shall they fade away. And we consider the strength of their cruelty, though they remember not the end thereof. But as a wave that passes shall they be broken. And we remark the boastfulness of their might, though they deny the beneficence of God, of the Most High, who gave it to them, but they shall pass away as a passing cloud. All praise to the Most High. It was just a little pick me up. A straight pick me up.
Yeah, the scriptures constantly speak about the restoration of the nation, but we are the only ones allowed to deal with that. Everyone else wants to deal with Christian religious dogma from stolen Hebraic writings.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fit a square peg in a round hole. It doesn't work.
Mm-mm. Nope. And that's why the dregs they shall drink.
Yep, down to the sediment.
That's why. And again, that's second Baruch 82. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 All right, Doc, what you got?
Man, man, there's precept after precept. I just have one that's in, here it is. Psalms 148:14. He also exalteth the horn of his people. Horn denotes rulership. It doesn't mean evil. Stop the Christian nonsense. He exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Yashar'EL, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Most High. So he's going to lift up the horn of his people and basically establish them back into rulership. Yeah, there's tons of these all throughout the book.
Yeah.
Let me find. Get that one. Joel 3:17. So shall ye know that I am the Most High, your power dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her any more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Isaiah 62:12.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of the Most High, and thou shalt be called sought out, a city not forsaken.
Mm-hmm.
The whole book is about the true Israelites, not about Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
They better stay in those Pauline epistles. They can't go no place else.
Nope.
And they don't even understand those because he was still talking about the Israelites.
Yep.
They even cherry picked those writings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna read Second Baruch 84. I guess I'm just sitting in Second Baruch for a minute. So I'm gonna be in chapter 84. Behold, I have therefore made known unto you these things whilst I live, for I have said that this is Baruch speaking to the Mishpachah again, that you should learn the things that are excellent. For the mighty one hath commanded me to instruct you, and I will set before you some of the commandments of his judgment before I expire. Remember that formerly Moses assuredly called heaven and earth to witness against you and said, if you transgress the law, you shall be dispersed. But if you keep it, you shall be kept. And other things also he used to say unto you when you, the 12 tribes, were together in the desert. And after his death, you cast them away from you. On this account, there came upon you what had been predicted. And now Moses used to tell you before they befell you, and lo, they have befallen you. For you have forsaken the law. Lo, I also say unto you after you have suffered, that if you obey those things which have been said unto you, you will receive from the Mighty One whatever has been laid up and reserved for you. Moreover, let this epistle be for a testimony between me and you, that you may remember the commandments of the Mighty One, and that also there may be to me a defense in the presence of him who sent me. And remember you the law and Zion and the Holy Land and your brethren, and the covenant of your fathers, and forget not the festivals and the Sabbaths, and deliver this epistle and the traditions of the law to your sons after you, as also your fathers delivered them to you. And at all times make requests perversingly and pray diligently with your whole heart, that the Mighty One may be reconciled to you, and that he may not reckon the multitude of your sins, but remember the rectitude of your fathers. For if he judge us not according to the multitudes of his mercies, woe unto all us who are born. Know moreover that in former times and in the generations of old, our fathers had helpers, righteous men and holy prophets. No more we were in our own land, and they helped us when we sinned. All praise to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High.
Yeah, this second Baruch is strong. Go ahead.
We can go even further. Let's go to the first book of Nephi 21, starting at, where is it at? Starting at, we'll start at 6. First Nephi 21, 6. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and restore the preserved of Yashar'EL. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the ends of the earth. Thus saith the Most High, the Redeemer of Yashar'EL, his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nations abhorreth, to servant of rulers, king shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Most High that is faithful. So once again, the restoration of the tribes, the preserved of Israel, those who were scattered.
Yep. Yeah, man. I mean, this is how we are. This is where we are. We were scattered. He's gathering us. As he gathers us, he sanctifies us. This is what the whole world knows and didn't want us to understand, because they needed us. They needed us close at hand. They needed us like more than we needed them. And now that we understand our power, we don't need them. And this is something that they're struggling with right now. This is why they act out. This is why fools will go out there, and we saw, just like we saw the other day, Sly, this fool old man went into the 9 o'clock in the morning, went got his 2 bottles, his 2 fists of Long Island iced tea, and then came back and ran through a nail salon, like just 60 miles an hour through the parking lot, losing his mind.
Okay, but as a disclaimer, since we are in Esau's system and he hasn't been found guilty,
fair enough.
Yeah, because we don't want to slander the man, because it takes witnesses to establish the matter. His lawyer is saying he was sober, he had a medical episode, and I guess his foot got locked on the pedal, and that's what happened. And
he got that heavy foot.
That's heavy.
That's what back in the day. Heavy footitis.
Allegedly. But still, this is the madness going on in Babylon. Every time you turn around and look, it's another event or episode with these heathens. It's like, what trouble can they bring?
Exactly. What trouble? They got the strength to cause trouble upon us when they got the heavy footitis, the drunk heavy footitis,
And
and
they
then they
don't
got
know
the
who they are.
onitis.
They
Right.
don't even know who they are. They don't even know what bathrooms to go into. What trouble are they bringing?
Right.
People are in a state of confusion. 12th woe, 12th woe, 12th woe.
Right. Straight confusion. They still talking about, I mean, all their mighty men are women. They all want to be, translucent, if you will. And it's like, okay, well, all we trying to do is rest. And they just out here just doing the most in a dress. It's madness. All of it is madness. And they want us to be complicit in it. It's okay. Okay, fine. I mean, it is okay in your system. That's why we're separated. That's why we're being sanctified. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so the title is key because we have to realize that, we're no longer under their authority. And as such, we are now being sanctified. And they're going to come out here soon, midterm elections going to come out and be like, you niggas need to vote. Y'all need to vote. Don't even take don't take the bait. I know we won't, but I'm just saying this is what they're going to do. This is why they're steering us up. Look at Stephen. What's that Bama's name on the Supreme Court? What's his name? I call him Stephen. What's his name?
I can see his.
Yeah, his old big fat face and the black robe. Thomas.
Clarence.
Right. Stephen Clarence. Got old Stephen Clarence out there, trying to give up, trying to act like he can't, that we don't have any voting rights. And again, Louisiana, it's a terrible, terrible place. I love it to death, but it's a terrible, terrible place for the isms right now. It has been a long time. Mississippi too. So yes, and there's a lot. Listen, there is a lot of boule in Louisiana. Lots of it. So you got to, we have to be sure of what we're doing going forward, because there's going to be a lot of distraction to try to get us to try to steal our oil. Remember the 5 foolish virgins, they out here, they are likened to want our oil, and they're going to do any and everything they can to get it. Even if they got to kill the boule to get it, they'll do it. The Boulets going to be upset. They're going to be like, oh, we got to vote. We got to vote. And they'll be like, come on out here in these streets. They're going to be in the streets. And they're going to, get knocked in the head. So we are the ones that need to stand down as we have and just understand the sanctification is upon us, and, give all praise to the Most High. Give great glory that we're able to now see the favor and the sanctity of our Elohim. All praise to the Most High. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Full of guile, wickedness. Am I still on? Can somebody drop a 1 and let me know y'all can hear me?
Yeah, bro, your audio is crystal clear, man.
Okay. It's like here they doing it to me again. Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Pandora. Thank you, Rome. Yes. Thank you, Denise. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Ishbakah. Thank you. Yeah, what you got for us taking us out?
Excuse me, bro. Forgive me for that.
It's a long day. I understand.
I know, we start our day early in the rising.
Mm-hmm.
Did we bring out Deuteronomy 7:6?
I don't believe you did do that.
Did we? Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. The Most High thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Mhm.
Yeah. Zechariah 13:1 speaks of the Most High cleansing us. In that day, there shall be a fountain open to the house of David and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem for sin and for uncleanliness. Thank you. That fountain,
Mhm.
that cleaning. It's like they don't read these. They just
Nope.
read the back of the book. In that day, prophecy. They hate prophecy. They love religion.
You know, they love religiosity. Indeed, that they do. They can't help
Jeremiah, they sure can't help it out. Jeremiah 31:33. But this shall be the covenant that I make with the house of Yashar'EL. After those days, saith the Most High, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. There's no
it.
spiritual Israel there. There's no
Mm-mm.
church there.
Mm-mm. All praise to the Most High for that. Yes, sir. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They better stay in the back of the book, bro.
They need to.
They
They
need.
can't go anywhere else. That's the whole thing. They can't go anywhere else. Even if they tried, they can't go anywhere else. Even if they tried. Y'all like that, Ali? Yeah, it's good stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
I said that right, Ali? Yep.
Yup, the one stick, the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Second stick, Book of Mormon.
Yep. The books of Mormon. That's right.
Exactly. Salakia. And you know the heathen don't like that, bro.
Mm-mm.
Over there reading all them books.
Hmm.
Getting
Yep.
puffed up, get puffed up with wisdom.
You got they got so much knowledge. We don't think we have anything. We know what we have. That's the difference. We're not thinking that we know something. We know that we know something. That's what everybody's upset about because we're not sitting back going, "Oh, I wish I knew something." No, we know what we know. We studied enough to know. I mean, it's like driving a car and you're going, "Well, I don't know if I can drive a car." What? I'm driving. It's people. Everybody got to stand in their lot. And at this stage in the game, it is a wrap. Everybody. It's a wrap for everybody that comes against Yashar'EL. Period. That's all I can say about that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Even China sitting there. Yeah, of course they sitting it out. Fair use. That's right. Everybody, they're like, yo, those black people are sitting it out. I'm going to sit it out too. Exactly. You be smart to do so. Not be in the streets yelling and screaming, talking about Esau, 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 when you're clearly an Edomite. Not talking doo-doo and madness about Paul and you know, Jeebus of the Whites. You know, it sheds it. Now we just mocking them. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, well,
Just
yeah, we're laughing at their calamities.
exactly.
The same way they
Exactly.
did us. That's a just weight.
Mm-hmm.
They don't believe in just weights. They still believe in that unjust weight that they could afflict us, call in their idol, get raptured, escape, and don't have to pay any recompense. Well, we had to pay.
Yep.
You
As they
know,
laughed at us. That's what the lynching postcards was all about. Them getting to laugh and scoff and mock at us. I was looking at it, and they had these two white boys over one of our brothers who was burned alive, and they were just looking at him like, look at that dead nigger. I mean, you could see and feel the hatred that they had to sit there and be, because mind you, it was a privilege to be in a Kodak photo at a lynching. So don't get it twisted. Don't act like, oh, well, they were just caught in it. No, they posed for it. They enjoyed it. It was a privilege. They were all about it. So there's no justice for them brothers. They didn't give it to them. So we're not giving them any justice here. We're not even caring. Like we are respectful, and we treat people the way we want to be treated out in the streets, and we get on home to do what we need to do, to seek our Elohim. That's it. We're not out here worrying about what they're doing. We ain't got Power Ranger suits on, screaming and hollering. We ain't caring about that. We doing what we got to do to get to the kingdom. These other fools is trying to get in a chariot, in a motor scooter chariot, and go up to heaven and be right beside their heathen Canaanite brothers. This is an Edomite. So we've got to be clear about that. Since they talk so much about it, they're the only ones talking about Esau. Esau. It's all they talk about. It's projection, deflection, and accusations.
Yeah, they can't talk about anybody else when 83 is on their chart.
Exactly.
The strangers that got above us is on their chart.
It's on their chart. They are Edomites. I mean, that tells you who they are. I mean, we ain't doing that. We're telling that we are being sanctified. We are being separated. The Most High is separating his people, as he said, and they are trying to bring everybody into their campsite. I mean, they're Edomites. Shit is not difficult to see anymore. It is not difficult. Nothing is hidden anymore. We see Cain, we see Canaan, we see Esau, we see all of our ancient enemies round about. And they can't do anything to us but sit out in the streets and shout and scream, come up to your door, knock and saying, hey, Jebus of the Whites is king. They can't do anything to us. And that's the beautiful thing.
And when they knock on your door and you give them the correct understanding, all of a sudden you're racist.
Racist, false prophet, yada, 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 yada.
You're black Hebrew. They say it with such disdain. You're black Hebrew Israelite. Black. Just black. You can hear the hatred when they say it.
Oh, that's just a black Hebrew Israelite. Yeah, well, okay, I guess if that's what you want it to be. But we are Yashar'EL. That's it. Yashar'EL, the Mishpachah.
Oh.
Yeah, Larry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right, Mishpachah. You got one thing. You want to bring something out, or you just?
Honestly, bro, I am good. We at the 2 hour 29-minute mark.
That's very good. We are there. Let me see. Make sure I said everything. Let's see real quick. The Jubilees. Yep. Mishpachah, all praises to the Most High. Baruch Hashem for your time and your support. Much love, much respect. We do this for you all at y'all's behest. You don't understand how much the love that you all give to bring back to us, how much that gives us to keep it pushing forward. So thank you, Baruch Hashem. We will do this again, and look forward to next week, Most High willing. and we'll bring more information. All praise to the Most High. We're going to go out with Big Levi, as we should. Shalom, Mishpachah. Shalom.
Shalom.
Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Yeah, all gold, everything. Vibrate when the bell ring. Whole building power up like a cell main. A million years still running like a Mustang. Yeah, it's a new day. Stained glass all red like a Tuesday. Stay on 83's head like a toupee. Magnetic, how the blessing pursue me. Excuse me, cause we coming through. All dressed like Thursday, so blue. Looking good, smelling good, feeling brand new. Like we ready for the king to make his debut. Coming near you. It's a party, y'all. Put your fellas in the air, gon' start it off. Got the power, ain't nobody scared of none of y'all. We give the praise to the Most High, set it off. Don't let it off. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence.
The dark gods. As we talk about the word Elohim, the Elohims can be considered gods, plural, not singular, plural. So you're talking about different extraterrestrial entities.
All praises to the Most High. I and I keep a sharp sword and it's close by. Settle my debts, we don't mess with a cosign. Pattern my steps in the field for the landmines. Beat begging like a hand sign. Going back to Jacob's circle, that's a damn lie. Shit the vibe like a ley line. And we'll light this place up like it's daytime. I got the message, be at peace, so I'm feeling cool. And I don't care about your yapping or your feeling fool. Cause we ain't never giving energy to any enemy that literally ain't for nothing but a footstool. We special down to the molecules. Got the magic manipulating your particles. And we do it for the saints with the arsenals. You can keep your Grammys, radio stations, and articles. Wow. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence.
Some of these gods have been put over the other nations to lead them astray. We have been under the authority of the Most High. He didn't put other beings over us to lead us astray.
Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence. Got the sign to crush giants, power that can navigate clouds without pilots, power to influence the crowd and start riots, bring about a beautiful world with no violence.
Whoa, 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 Almighty, 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 creator of earth. His blood inside me. We know that it works. Almighty, almighty.
Creator of earth. His blood inside me. We know that he worked. Who should we fear? We got omnipotent, almighty Father, the Father of Abraham, the Father of Isaac and Jacob, the Almighty. Why would we play with? He sent his son for the nation, the covenant back in our faces. Y'all, he with us, don't care what we face. Where else we gon' go? We gon' trust in his word. Stay on that narrow, don't trust in no turns. Eyes to the east, everybody gon' learn. Put where your sins are, they all about to burn. Past overcoming, got the blood on me. Unforgiveness had to go, I got the love on me. I didn't leave, I got the peace, I got the dove on me. See the kingdom of y'all, I got above on me. Almighty, creator of earth. His blood inside me. We know that he worked. Scattered for many years, now we back. Mind been renewed from this world, we detached. The judgment is coming by his will, that's a slap. The wilderness is coming by his hand, that's a fact. The ark of the covenant, Abba willing, that's a spot. Where he gon' get us? It was prophesied in the land you was sold by his blood, you gon' rise. Babylon falling, it all gon' go wrong. Keep them commandments, we tryna go home. Before you serve me, go serve him on that throne. Walk as he walk, I'm a clone. Where he gon' get us? Keep commandments, he gon' fight for us. Hamashiach, he the light for us. Rhyme on, blow the right note. Almighty, creator of earth. His blood inside me. We know that he worked. Almighty, creator of earth. His blood inside me. We know that he worked. Almighty, creator of earth. His blood inside me. We know that he worked. Almighty.